Hey, welcome to American Pinball. My name is David Fix. You're going to get to see a little behind the scenes today that most people never get to see. Right now you're in my office. So get out of my office, as Todd Tuckey would say. No.
Now get out!
Get out!
Get out!
But now what we're going to do is we're going to take you around and show you what goes on in the day at American Pinball. So right now you're standing in front of the R&D department. We have R&D purchasing. In these cubicles and offices, a lot of the magic happens. And if you can see very carefully in the back corner, you might see a rare Sasquatch known as Dennis Nordman.
So what I do is design pinball playfields is most of my job. Sometimes I come up with an original theme.
I'm in charge of design all the mechanical parts for playfield and cabinets for entire pinball machines.
Well, that's an interesting question, what my role here is at American Pinball. Let's list them out. Well, my titles are Corporate Accounts Manager.
Hi, my name is Mitesh.
I work very closely with our department, game designers, electrical engineers, programmers.
Marketing, Research and Development.
Yes, my name is Mitesh Pitwa, and I've been in this company for like 5 years. I started my work on 2015 as a lab technician, and now I work as an R&D engineer.
I'm working on 2 games right now. They're both original themes.
Rules, soon to be coding.
My name's Casey Butler, and I am a programmer, and I work on the research and development team.
Community outreach. And I have Corporate Accounts Manager, Research and Development.
So I program the game rules, program the video assets, make everything look sharp, and try to clean everything up for the final product.
All right, one of my next creations has a completely redesigned pinball cabinet. You're all going to be pretty excited when you see it. I'm still excited about it.
I'm excited for our future releases because I think we're bringing a lot of new mechanisms and playstyle techniques that haven't really been seen a whole lot before. And also it's going to be some of the first games that I've personally worked on, so I'm excited to have my name on a couple games.
Many different things I might be involved in, many hats that I wear here, including this one that I wear proudly as often as possible.
Well, I have to say this. To see the design team finally getting set up and starting to knock it out of the park, you know, you're only as good as your next game, and the way this design team is working, it's just getting better and better and better. I'm telling you, the next few games, they're outstanding. But right now, let's focus on the one that's currently being produced. One of the nice things here at American Pinball, if you see a little bit off into the corner, you'll also notice that we have American Pinball Studios. So Jeff, go ahead and pan just ever so slightly over there, just to see where some of the stuff is happening. Not too much. That's where the magic.
I'm involved in all aspects of pinball game creation. I work with the designers on concepts, storylines, toy designs, graphics, and I work with some of the best outside pinball artists in the industry. creating great graphics and back glasses and exciting effects on the playfields.
I am the new game designer. I am assisting with all of the games that we currently have in development, and we are designing a few more for later on in the pipeline. I spend most of my time in the lab working on the Whitewoods and the 3D printer farm, which I have taken under my own wing.
So right now, what are you working on, Ryan? You're calibrating these 3D printers?
Yep, I just finished rebuilding the extruder on this one, and now I'm calibrating the XYZ so that we can resume printing more barrels for Oktoberfest.
Excellent.
Yeah, well, I think in everything that we do and projects I've tried to be involved in throughout the years is creating entertainment and escape for people that spans generations. So not only am I excited about what we're doing for the near term, I think these are going to be projects and products that people are going to want to hand down and we'll be talking about for years to come.
And then at the end of Ryan's workday, he threw the 3D printer through the office window.
So many people ask me what goes on here at American Pinball and how much are we moving and how much are we doing. To tell you the truth, we're always continuously pumping out games. I'm kind of happy that every day I see up here on the docks, new pins leave.
So I work sales predominantly here at American. I work with distributors and handle shipping and other needs in that regard. Additionally to that, I also work on our web store, shipping and packing orders for that. And I'm also at the front desk, so if you call American Pinball, I'll be the one on the other line.
And here's the Legends of Valhalla, 2 of them. We have another Legends right here. And as we go through the stockroom, we're going to see a lot of fun stuff in here. Okay, come on in. As you can see here, we have more games shipping. There's a rare beast right here. Here's good old Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog, spin ball, done by Ryan McQuaid. That's going to be shipped off to his show. And then these 3 are going to shows, and we have other ones that are already shipping out. Look at all these Legends. This is gorgeous. Now, as everybody's going to be saying, well, where's production, Dave? What happened? We have all the parts that we have coming in that we're storing, glasses, playfields, you know, and you name it, parts. So here you'll see all these crates, right? And everybody's like, what's in the coffins? It's our playfields. We start off right at the beginning with one of the best playfields that money can buy, also with a really good clear coat. And as you will notice, there are dates and stickers and times when the playfields were received in, so that we know how long they've been sitting, how well they've been cured. And then, after they've been cured for long enough, then they go through a rigorous inspection to make sure that everything is aligned correctly. And if anything is not correct, I will not put it in our games. Now, some people are saying, where's my game? When's my game coming? It's coming. We just ask you to be patient. We have a lot of games that we're producing for a lot of friends. So here's another little shot of the stockroom and also of our cool t-shirts that we still have. If you guys are interested in t-shirts, now I sound like a used salesman selling t-shirts, but you know, we have it there for people. So this is absolutely cool. So here we're going to see a little area called subassembly. In here is where we put a lot of our subassemblies together. Go ahead, Jeff. Show the people the nice things that go on.
And we're putting in the brackets over here and other little clamps and little small things like vents and locks and stuff like that. And then once we get all that in, we'll put the PCB and the wiring in and get it all wired up and get it ready to mount with the back box.
This is where we build the back boxes and the Playfield boxes. And Michael and Jack take good care of all your products.
So Jack, what is your main goal here in this area? Are you guys just clearly just all cabinet stuff, or do you do?
Cabinet and back box in this area. Yeah, you pretty much just have to prep the wood, cover any dents, fill in any cracks or anything that'll show.
Cool.
And then you're ready to lay it down.
Okay, so we're going to go down to the other end of the line, but if you can see right now, we have 2 production lines rolling, and there's a third line going to be put in back over there on the other side of those boxes, probably in the next month. So before we get there, we're going to shoot down to the very crucial part where the Playfield and everything gets started. So let's take a walk. All right, so we're now down in the Playfields section. Here are all our beautiful Playfields already being built, and one of our greatest employees is Matt. So let's spin over here to see Matt. We're going to talk about him for a few seconds. There he is.
So this is actually where everything starts. When we get the Playfields in, we quality control them, and then wood rails go on, T-nuts go on, and this is where all the posts and everything else get their foundation to have the ability to get put on the board later on down the line.
Matt makes sure he goes through these Playfields particularly. And if there's any mark or anything blemish or anything wrong with the clear coat of the Playfield, he rejects it and we put it off into the pile. So as you see, the Playfields come off of this little area here, and they go through, and Bob will put them on, and then he will work through the stations with everybody all the way down the line. Now look at this, and there's a beautiful line of Legends of Valhalla for everybody to see. Just pan down that way, Jeff. You just pan down. You can see all those beautiful Legends of Valhalla just working their way down the line and getting ready for it. Okay, we can see Remy here. She's working right now on our Playfields. As you can see, it rotates, and as you can, makes it easier for the employees to work through all the stations. These are our Oktoberfests running right down the line. Pretty slick. So we're here in final tests of Playfields. So the Playfields will come down here, they'll get put into this area. We hook them up to the game and we go through all the testing of switches and wires and double checking. Deepak's been our man since the very beginning of Houdini back in 2015.
I'm the senior manager here at American Pinball, and my job is to make sure production is running smoothly, that we have all needed parts on hand, and that personnel are doing what they're supposed to be doing.
So you installing the speakers right now?
Yep.
All right, one other thing I want to point out is if you notice double coin coin switches, right? So we know that these are going to, here in the stateside, the US. But if you turn around, you will see that we are making our games for Europe too. Here's something you don't get to see very often. You'll actually get to see the art blades, which haven't been released yet to the public. So you guys are getting your first scene right here. Very shortly we're releasing it, but as this is a European game, we're trying to make sure all the European games get their side arts with their deluxe models. One of the key points for American Pinball is our power supplies. So you guys will see right here, these are our patent new power supplies that we have. This has everything from the 5 to 12 and the 48 volts. We made sure that we went out and got a very good 48 volt power supply to power our games so that you don't have any flipper, shutter, or any lag. So inside the game, you'll see our power supply, which I just showed you. And I will also show you here, this is where our board system is sitting, right down here on this side. Speaker, shaker, knocker unit, everything is right in here. The monitor, power supply, computer, battery for the computer in case it has a problem. Also notice that it's nowhere near leaking on anything. The whole system is a very robust system. We don't have very much problems with this. Very shortly that back door is going to back in and they're going to be shipping out to some of the great plates in the United States. So I hope you enjoyed yourself, and as you are now leaving with all the rest of the machines, I hope you had a good time. And remember, when you buy American Pinball, you're buying American quality, American passion, American standards. Have a great day.